with that win against Sheffield Wednesday. Let's see what they can do today. Plymouth Argyle, though, I think they're going to be a different kind of test to Sheffield Wednesday. They probably won't allow Southampton to have as much of the ball as they did at Hillsborough. And they've got a terrific home record. They've only lost 7 times at home in nearly 50 attempts here at Home Park. And they make 3 changes, Plymouth, with Cundle on loan from Wolves, Azaz on loan from Aston Villa, both coming in to the side, and Kesler Hales also returns from injury and he starts. As for Southampton, there is an injury to Charlie Alcaraz, so he is not involved today. In comes Shea Charles in midfield with Stuart Armstrong, and then you've got Adam Armstrong going deeper today by the looks of things, just behind Shea Adams, who does start this afternoon. So it's Bazunu in goal, Walker-Peters, Bednarek, Stevens and Manning, the 4 at the back, Charles and Stuart Armstrong in the middle, with Teller, Adam Armstrong and Edozie playing just off Shea Adams. We're minutes away from kick-off here on Saints Play, and we are broadcasting today to 91 countries in total. Hope you enjoy the stream today. But as for Southampton, they'll be looking for a clean sheet as well, something to build on really. Hopefully it's not too far away and they can really start to get going then. But there's no doubt it was a dominant performance on that first day against Sheffield Wednesday. So the players forming a huddle, and we're nearly good to go here at Home Park, also known as the Theatre of Greens. Certainly been built up, this stadium, over the years. Been their home now since 1901 with a 16,000 capacity, which is packed out today in the sunshine. It's Southampton to get us underway. With their white and teal shirts. In league action for the first time. Adam Armstrong, what form he's been on with those 3 goals in 2 games. Twice in the spot and 1 off his head. He won't care how it goes in. But it would have done his confidence the world of good, there's no doubt about that. Here's Stevens to Walker-Peters. Shea Charles, good to see him starting today and getting hopefully a good run of minutes this afternoon. It's headed on from Edwards. Laid out to the left from Cundle. Here he is again. He's got Hardy as an option. Here is Cundle, infield, early chance for the home side, blocked. It was Azaz with the shot. A lively start, and then the mascot falls over as well in the process. I think that was a dive there from the mascot, in all truth. There will be lots of pressure to come from the home side early on, you'd think. Or Bazunu just gets it to Stevens. Oh, they're messing around with it here. Here come Argyle. And Azaz with a deflected shot. Relief for Southampton. Charles, good play, finds Stuart Armstrong in space. Adam Armstrong's definitely a lot deeper today. He's just behind Stuart Armstrong. Out to Teller. Walker-Peters. Charles has got options, and that goes back to Stevens. playing against his former club, having arrived at Saints 12 years ago, the club he played 4 times for. As a teenager, here's Walker-Peters, nicely out to Teller. Can he get in behind? Back to Stuart Armstrong, tries to feed it through. Good defending though. And Cundall, who's impressed already inside the first 3 minutes. He's everywhere in midfield. Here's Charles to Walker-Peters. Now what can Teller do? He's going to beat his man. And this time it's into the arms of Hazard in the Plymouth goal. Connor Hazard, the Northern Ireland international. He was actually promoted, the 25-year-old, to the first team when he was at Celtic under Brendan Rodgers, just as a 20-year-old back then. Behind Gordon and De Vries in the pecking order, but that time that's out of play for a throw. Here's Charles. Stevens for Saints, out to Adoza. They haven't met very often over the last few years. They used to meet very regularly. But here's Stuart Armstrong. Teller to his right. Good challenge. And this brings back good memories for Southampton. Back on the 11th of May 2011 when Ricky Lambert scored twice, Dixon with the goal as well, as Southampton effectively sealed promotion back to the Championship. I can imagine for the players it was a fairly short journey. It would have felt like a short journey home after that. And the supporters in full voice staying in the ground for long afterwards. It was a great day. Can Southampton create something special this afternoon and put in a good performance and get 3 points? Played square from Scar up to Hardy, who was actually involved as a player, as a striker for Rangers, and played with Russell Martin. Russell Martin described himself as very old and he was very young when they were playing together. Here's Bednarek. Adam Armstrong. Looking for that first real opening this afternoon. Adam Armstrong. Forward to Whittaker. Forward to Whittaker. Another player who actually played for Swansea under Russell Martin, Whittaker, and went on loan last season to Plymouth. Here's Charles. Great challenge that was a second ago by Stuart Armstrong. Here's Teller. Manning. 6 assists for him last season, and he provided 4 in the last 4 games for Swansea, but that's given away. Here's Stevens for Saints. In the region of £150,000 he signed for Southampton from Plymouth back in 2011. Here's Walker-Peters. Off the foot of Azaz. And he just took a bit of an awkward landing there, but he's going to be okay. It's the first time in 6 years Southampton have picked up 4 points from their first 2 games as well. Now look to build on that this afternoon. Is Charles. He wins a free kick. Here's the Pole, Jan Bednarek to Stevens. Teller, Stuart Armstrong. Good movement this from Southampton. Stuart Armstrong out towards Teller. Stuart Armstrong has had plenty of the ball so far today, and that goes a little bit far for Charles, but he keeps it in play. And he's going to win the throw. Taken quickly, Walker-Peters. Stevens. Adam Armstrong does well, wins a free kick in a dangerous position. Who's going to fancy this one then? Of course, since Ward-Prowse has left, we've got Will Smallbone, who's currently injured. The good news from Russell Martin yesterday said it's not perhaps as serious as first thought, perhaps. Can they take it game by game with an impact injury? Possibly Southampton's first real chance here inside the first 10 minutes. So Adam Armstrong, no, concerningly, is receiving treatment. Hopefully he'll be okay. And of course we've got Alcaraz, who's injured today, but seen him at previous clubs score some brilliant free kicks, but he's obviously out of the equation himself. Stuart Armstrong, it looks like it's going to be him. So inside the first 10 minutes here in Devon. We've seen him curl it in before. Can he do it here and silence the home crowd? The anticipation builds here at Home Park. Surely going to be a right footer here from Stuart Armstrong, you'd think. Referee David Webb is happy with it. And it is Stuart Armstrong. Dealt with from Hazard. Well, it was good play originally from Adam Armstrong to run forward and win that free kick on the edge of the box. And Adam Armstrong getting injured in the prospect, but looks like he's going to be back onto the pitch in a second. Here's Kesler Hayden. Infield towards Houghton. Flicked on, straight towards Manning, and Manning's going to head that back to Bazunu. Zunu throws it out to Stuart Armstrong. Excellent run. That might just be asking a bit too much there of Teller. Goal kick. Well, Southampton carried out more than 900 completed passes against Sheffield Wednesday, the first game of the season. They didn't quite do the same last weekend, but that was quite some going on the first game. 80% possession then. 477 by half-time. As I was saying earlier, I don't think Plymouth are going to allow Saints to have that same amount of possession this afternoon. You started off putting the pressure on Southampton, but Saints are starting to grow back into this game again. Here's Dan Scarr, the Bromsgrove-born defender who joined from Warsaw a couple of years ago, and a lot of the Plymouth players have kind of come from League One and League Two clubs and made their way up. And the vast majority here last season for their promotion from League One, when they got 101 points. Here's Stevens to Shea Charles. Stevens under a bit of pressure, but does well, copes with it well. Out to Manning. Adam Armstrong on the run, a Dozy. Now tries to feed it in there towards the edge of the penalty area from Manning. And the first time Adozi's really had the chance, I think, to get down that left-hand side and take on his man. We've had two interesting battles last couple of games between Adozi and his opponents. It was him and Stacey last week, and him and Patterson the first game. Adam Armstrong goes wide, too far for Shea Adams, who's himself is looking for a third goal in 3 games. Cundall. Hardy could be away here. It's off the foot of Stevens. Corner. Whittaker to take for the home side. Dealt with well from Shea Charles, who heads away. Encouraged to shoot, probably not the right option in the end. And Houghton plays it back. Here's Mumba. Good play. Here's Whittaker. Feeds it up to Hardy. Another corner. Not long after the first. They're in a rush to take it. Whittaker to Mumba. Back to Whittaker. Well blocked from Stuart Armstrong. They're certainly good at their set pieces, Plymouth. Good play. One back from Charles to Adams. Adams out to Teller. Teller's up against Gibson right now. Walker-Peters. Stevens. Manning, oh, good ball, Adam Armstrong to Adozi. That's going to be just kept in. Dozy into the penalty area, over Teller. Walker-Peters to Charles. Manning. Looking to patiently build up play. Adam Armstrong. He envisaged that going into the top corner. Well wide, goal kick. So Adam Armstrong then looking to get in amongst the goals again, looking to make it 4 in 3. We've had that one on target now from Stuart Armstrong with a free kick. And that one going wide. A risky movement here. If Southampton can capitalise, that goes straight to Che Adams. It's a pass back from Houghton, and they kind of get away with it in the end, but it is a throw for Saints. Walker-Peters with the throw. Stuart Armstrong. Staying in that corner at the moment, and really you'd say the last 5-10 minutes Southampton have enjoyed a big deal of possession once more. There's Walker-Peters. Finds the space to Bednarek, to Stevens. Adam Armstrong. Walker-Peters. Stevens. Stuart Armstrong. Can they find the final ball? They can't. Plymouth are going to have it back. Here's Whittaker. Opens up here for Harding. He might go it alone. He goes in with a dangerous ball. Really well dealt with there from Stevens. And a push that time from Houghton. And it's a foul on Teller. Not a great deal of chances so far for either side, but here's Mumba. Lovely footwork that is from Stuart Armstrong as well. Adams out to Teller. Joe Edwards, the fullback. Been there a few years now. He was their player of the season in 2021. Joe Edwards, he leaves it for the goalkeeper. And Adozie just doesn't stop it from going out of play. So 4 away wins so far this year for Southampton. 1 against Crystal Palace in the FA Cup. Another at Everton, at Chelsea in the Premier League. And that opening day win at Sheffield Wednesday 15 days ago. That winner from Che Adams right in front of those Saints supporters. And once again, here come Plymouth with Mumba. And it opens up for Mumba here. And it's well blocked in the end. 2 of them around it. Saints deal with it well. Well, he's a good player, Mumba. He was in the League One Player of the Season. He was voted League One Young Player of the Season last campaign. Former Sunderland man. And once he gets on that ball, he's very difficult to stop. But it would be a difficult challenge for him today against somebody of Kyle Walker-Peters' ability. That's for sure. Another good battle between those two. There's Teller, back to Walker-Peters. Stevens to Adam Armstrong. Adozie's to his left. Stuart Armstrong. Adam Armstrong. Falls to Teller. Can Teller find the finish? Walker-Peters goes down. No, says the referee. No penalty given. Well, he was quick to signal, David Webb. Well, that's a big call from David Webb. The referee not giving it that time. The referee last weekend giving a penalty after Walker-Peters went down in the box, which was given. That one wasn't. Under pressure here. Shay Adams trying to win it back off the goalkeeper. And now Plymouth themselves are going to come forward. It was Kessler Hayden out towards the left. And Southampton can regroup here halfway through the first half. Bazunu to Charles. There's Stevens, one back, given away. Here's Whittaker. Whittaker will try and take it round Bednarek. Walker-Peters comes back to support his teammates. And then Mumba's pass is too far that time for Whittaker, and Southampton can just breathe that sigh of relief with the deadlock yet to be broken. So not much in it really between the two sides, you'd say, so far, as Bazunu up towards Adams. Back again from the defender Lewis Gibson, who left Everton to join Plymouth in July. Well, after last week's Goalfest, I think it's no real surprise that it's calmed down a bit since last week. I think by this time last week, or at least during the game, it was about 2-1 by this point to Southampton. Here's Stuart Armstrong. I've lost track of when scores went in when last weekend, to be honest, but it was all a crazy afternoon. Here's Adam Armstrong. Manning gives it away. Now Plymouth are going to try and exploit that here. They won't, because that's straight to Bednarek from Azaz's pass. And now it's a chance for Saints to get on the breakaway. Here's Adozie. Shay Adams in support. Teller! And it's saved. Tried to spot it underneath the goalkeeper. 3 or 4 players involved there. Teller couldn't find the finish. And it all came from that mistake going forward from Plymouth giving the ball away. Shay Adams held the ball up really well. Adozie showing all of his pace to put Adams away. And selfishly found Teller in a really good position. And Southampton have a corner. Haven't had any of these so far, or many of them. Here's Walker-Peters. Back out to Teller. He might have a go this time. Goes square. Charles delivers it in, and the header that time. Well, that was a big chance. And Stevens knows it. Well, Stevens looking to give Southampton the lead there, and there's been 2 good chances now for Southampton, the best in the game so far in the space of 60 seconds. Beautiful ball though into the penalty area for Stevens. Out to Edwards. One back from Manning, does well. Diving header before Shay Adams could get there. Whittaker. Mumba. Going to get on the charge. Foul from Teller, says the referee. And again. Well, Teller can't believe it, but he's given 2 free kicks there against him in the space of 30 seconds. Given away from Houghton, a few groans from the home supporters. Walker-Peters. Teller Tries to put Adams away. Had to wait for about 10 minutes really for Southampton's first real chance. That free kick on the edge of the box from Stuart Armstrong, but come close a few times now. That shot from Teller from outside the 6-yard box. The header from Stevens, which went over the bar. And Adozzi's been getting more on the ball, it feels, as well on this left-hand side the last 10 minutes or so. And Plymouth have been giving it away a few times inside their own half. Now to Whittaker. There's certainly a feel-good vibe around the place, though, around Plymouth after their promotion last season, which will no doubt help the players out on the pitch. Managed by Stephen Schumacher, who's done a great job there, having taken over from Ryan Lowe, who went to Preston North End. He was his assistant manager. There's Charles out to Adozzi. Bednarek. Foul from Charles. And they went through a phase, I say, used to play each other all the time. They met once, Plymouth and Southampton, between 1977 and 2005. And that finished Plymouth 0, Southampton 1 in the Zenith Data Systems Cup, that famous competition. Now, here's a foul this time, and it's on Houghton. It's taken a bit too quickly, though. I knew the referee was going to pull it back, but it's worth a go from Plymouth. Half an hour in, and Stuart Armstrong goes into the book. The first yellow card, so Stuart Armstrong with the yellow. Who pulled him back and then had a word with the referee. The referee then pulled out the yellow. So here's Houghton. So Stuart Armstrong's got to be careful. Manning to Shea Charles. Stevens. There's Walker-Peters. Manning through ball now. Shea Adams could be in here. He's not going to be. The flag's up pretty quickly in the end. Out to Whittaker. Manning with a challenge, but he's not going to prevent a Plymouth Argyle throw. Well, the city of Plymouth is the largest in England fielding a league club to have never hosted top-flight football. But they've had investment again in the summer as they look to not just make up the numbers. Referee having a word here with Manning and Edwards. So Joe Edwards there, just having a talking to. Slowed down a bit recently, but this match really could go either way this afternoon. Edwards to take. Straight to Houghton. switched beautifully towards the left. It was a fantastic ball out from Scar, and now Mumba puts his man away, and the cross takes a deflection via Kester Hayden's cross, and Kester Hayden wins the corner. So once more, Houghton to take it. Hardy and Azaza in there, and so too is Kundal. Oh, and it was headed away from Bednarek. Good defending. Off Teller, fire deflection, goal kick. And these two have something in common in the fact that Paul Sturrock managed both clubs. Paul Sturrock having won promotion with Plymouth as champions in League Two with 102 points. Then they secured a record 5th League One title in 2004 before staying in the Championship for 6 years. Here's Adozie. Adozie looking to get the better of Edwards here. So Adozie again looking to try and take it round Edwards. Surrounded by 2 players. And we've got just over 10 minutes to go now before half-time. Saying about Plymouth, in fact they did get up to the Championship, but then it all kind of went wrong for them really when they went into administration. It's 12:30 kickoff. Kester Hayden, and Adam Armstrong put Hazard under pressure here a little. It comes up to Mumba. Well, they will be shooting towards their own fan Saints in the second half. And got a throw now with Walker Peters. Good play from Plymouth. Mumba. Walker Peters. Adam Armstrong. Out to Adozie. Now, he's got Adams as an option. He finds him beautifully. Shay Adams just loses the opportunity to have the shot and then tried to heel back to Adam Armstrong, and here come the home side up to the halfway line from Kundal. Kundal shrugs off his man. Kundal's going to shoot after getting it round Teller. It's off Stevens. Danger's not over yet. Push from Adozie on Whittaker. Free kick to Argyle. Scar to Gibson. Gibson out to Mumba. Off Walker Peters. Defends well there. Teller. Goes in the way of Southampton. So you've got the 2 strikers there, Adam Armstrong and Shay Adams, scoring all but one of their league goals so far for Southampton, but there's going to be a few firsts throughout the season for some players, the likes of Shay Charles and Adozie looking for their first ever professional league goals. Will it come this afternoon? And for Teller, he scored 18 for Burnley last season, but he'll look to do something similar for Southampton this season. He had an excellent chance early on in the half. And here's Walker Peters to take the throw. There's Stevens. Bednarek. Stevens to Manning. Yeah, and Bednarek. That's a great ball. Adams in between the two of them, in between Bednarek and Adam Armstrong. They could have just finished that off there with a through ball. In the meantime, it's a heavy touch from Charles, but that's a long ball too far from Azaz for Plymouth. And here's Shea Charles back to Stevens. Well, Russell Martin hasn't come across Plymouth too many times as a manager. He did a couple of times while at MK Dons. Eventually Manning does throw it in to the edge of penalty area. Adam Armstrong and Mumba to Azaz. Back to Azaz. Hardy to his left. Goes to the Whittaker route. Well, it opens up. It's off Stevens' corner. They haven't had one of these for a while, Plymouth, but they've got one now. Morgan Whittaker, joined from Swansea for a fee believed to be in the region of around £1 million. He's going to take this corner. Deep ball and headed straight to Bazunu. No problems at all for him. Here on Saints Play, this live coverage, which we're broadcasting to 91 countries in total. Here is Teller. It's got Stuart Armstrong on the run on the right, and he's going to win a corner kick for Southampton. So what can they do here? 4 to play before half-time. Plus, as we would expect now, a lot of stoppage time. So is he going to go short to Edozie, or is he just going to swing this straight in for Southampton? He is going to put it straight in. And appeals for handball in the box. And it is going to be a yellow card there for Charles, which he can have no complaints about, I don't think. So the yellow card's out, so we've had one for him and one for Stuart Armstrong. Well, watching the replay, certainly can't have any complaints. So, Charles goes into the book, and we stay at 0-0. Forward from Houghton. Out to Bednarek. And even though they got 101 points, Plymouth, they only did it with one game to spare last season. Such was the nature of the competitiveness of the division, where Sheffield Wednesday, I think, got 95 and finished third. Stevens. Through the legs there of Stevens from Whittaker. Now it opens up again. It won't though, because it's behind Ballymumba. And the pass is out of play for a throw. Walker-Peters. Now here's Azaz to Mumba. Mumba crosses it in, try and get the shot away. It's blocked from Kundal. Try to turn. He won't. And it's a throw for Southampton instead. Just couldn't find that sort of instinctive turn and finish there. And credit to Saints for the way they defended that. And Adam Armstrong comes back towards Jan Bednarek. Here's Teller. Lovely run from Teller. Adozi. Got nowhere to go at the moment. Manning's an option. Here is Manning to Charles. Walker-Peters. At the moment, going into stoppage time imminently at 0-0. Can Saints do something about that? Charles to Walker-Peters. Just doing similarly to what they did against Sheffield Wednesday, just playing it around, and then when they can find that bit of space to exploit, they'll try and do that. Here is Stevens. Charles. Just the 2 minutes of stoppage time. It's like the old days. Walker-Peters. Bednarek. Stuart Armstrong. Tries to put the Dozie away, who falls down. And the flag's up. On the far side. Yeah, 2 minutes. I wonder, as we go through the season, the cynics in me says we may see less and less minutes given throughout the campaign. It may not, but certainly the new rule means that they do have to add on everything that the match is stopped for. But we did see a couple of players down earlier. Adam Armstrong was on the floor for a little while receiving treatment. But either way, we're halfway through that stoppage time already. Charles. Blocked. Comes back then off his own man, off Mumba's back from Kesler Hayden. Here he is again. And Kesler Hayden over the bar. Not a bad effort. Fortunately for Saints, it doesn't test Bazunu. Goal kick. And that may just be the last chance of the half as well. Dipped down a bit, but didn't dip down enough. Which means still nothing to separate the two. Here's Charles. Thank you. Southampton switch it out towards the left-hand side, up to the edge of the penalty area. That was a relief. My iPad just fell to the floor then and didn't smash, which is a relief. There we go, there's half-time. Nothing to separate the two sides. Some good chances there for Southampton at times, particularly one from Teller on the edge of the 6-yard box. And then there was a header from Stevens, which went over the bar. A free kick straight on target there from Stuart Armstrong. And then Plymouth Argyle themselves have looked pretty impressive, especially when those three are on the ball looking to exploit the Southampton defence. But it's been a very different afternoon to what we saw so far last week at Norwich, or at Southampton against Norwich, which finished 4-4. So, second half coverage to come on Saints Play, broadcasting to 91 countries. At half-time, though, at Home Park, it's currently Plymouth Argyle 0. Southampton have had 3. But out of those 10 shots Plymouth have had, 1 have been on target, whereas Saints have had 2 on target. One from Stuart Armstrong from the free kick and one from Teller from just outside the 6-yard box. It is the second half, Championship coverage. Southampton away at Plymouth Argyle. No goals so far, and we have second half coverage broadcasting to 91 countries tonight, this afternoon, here on Saints Play. Very good afternoon, I'm Ian Wilding. Thanks very much for watching today. Let's see if Southampton can get the job done in the second half. Plymouth and Southampton both on 4 points from 2 games. It's the first meeting between the sides since 2011, when Southampton all but assured their promotion to the Championship. And it's been a fascinating contest in a lot of respects, because, as you say about those shots for Plymouth, having quite a few, but only having 1 on target. Zeus has only been tested once, Bazunu, and it is the home side who get us underway in the second half. Both sides unchanged after half-time. Here is Shea Charles in just his second league appearance for Southampton, having come off the bench against Norwich last week. Back to Stevens. Stevens, who Russell Martin last week saying the players gave him a round of applause and it was announced he would be the new club captain. Here's Charles. Good movement. Adams. Now Manning's on the run. It's a good ball, and he just gets away from Adam Armstrong, but there's Teller with an early chance in the second half. What a cross that was as well. It was a pinpoint ball. Kind of cross forwards love. Corner taken quickly. Here's a Dozy. So Manning with a deep ball in, and it's away towards Adams, who's going to let that go out of play for a corner kick. There's lovely movement for that chance, and it was Manning who just put it into a perfect area. No one could quite take advantage. The corner swung in, headed away from Whittaker. Is it going to be separated, I wonder, by a set piece today? Stuart Armstrong headed away and cleared from Houghton. Stuart Armstrong. Shea Charles, to say that 1 league appearance for Manchester City as well for him. Adam Armstrong out to Adozy. Adozy's going to finish, and he's just going to put it just wide. Tried to bend it into the bottom corner, looking for his first ever senior goal, but it just went wide, and that would have been a big moment for Adozy. Out to Manning. So here's Teller. Good start to the second half. This is from Southampton. Adozy, that would have been fantastic for his confidence, had that nestled into the back of the net. Walker-Peters to take the free kick. He's getting closer, Adozy. Man who made his debut when coming off the bench against Wolves back in September last season. Here is Teller. Teller to Stuart Armstrong. Russell Martin will have been pleased with the start to the second half, the response from his players. Away it comes though, Charles. Adozy, who started for Manchester City as well in that Community Shield match back in 2021, had a real chance then. Here is Adam Armstrong driving forward. And Teller's going to hit it, and he's going to find the back of the net. in front of those Saints supporters. Well, Teller had that shot which hit the head of Adam Armstrong against Sheffield Wednesday, but there is no doubt who scored that one. It's Teller's first Saints League goal since Fulham in 2021. And the way the second half was going, you felt like that goal was coming. Nathan Teller. Well, that social media video a couple of weeks ago had the players debating who scored it, Adam Armstrong or Nathan Teller. But this time it was as clear as day. Really clean strike into the bottom corner. And now Southampton have got to do what they did against Sheffield Wednesday for a big chunk of the second half, after Sheffield Wednesday did equalise, but they were looking to hold on down that right-hand side. Here come Plymouth into the penalty area, and they equalise straight away from Hardy. The lead did not last long at all, less than 2 minutes. Hardy's got his second of the season. We're back to 1-1. Hardy, right place, right time, but so frustrating for Southampton, having only taken the lead from Teller, and it took them 48 minutes to do so. Hardy goes down the other end and makes it 1-1. Well, it's the second half has come to life now. Here's Charles. Dozy looking to get the better of Edwards here. He's not going to keep it in play. It is a goal kick. One back there from Teller. Foul from Teller. Well, what a contrast to what we saw in the first half. Teller for Southampton, Hardy for Plymouth. Here's Bednarek for Southampton. Charles back to Stevens, and the pressure here from Hardy just gets enough to Bazunu. Laid off down the right. Manning loses out, does he? Does well. So as I was saying then, that equaliser, just like Sheffield Wednesday, and Saints have now got to try and make it 2-1 if they can, like they did 15 days ago. Here is Teller to Walker-Peters. Bednarek. Two goals from open play. felt in the first half like maybe just one goal would separate these two sides, and just goes to show. Stuart Armstrong. Ball down from Adam Armstrong. A Dozy, and then it's headed away from Scar to Stevens. Manning to Adams, to Adam Armstrong, who could be in here. Good defending, last-ditch challenge from Plymouth. Whittaker finds Azaz. Azaz to Cundall. Cundall shrugged off the ball well from Adozi. Walker-Peters encouraged to go on and on. Teller. Teller's going to win the corner. Well, it's end-to-end now. It's become quite frantic. Loads in the box now for Saints. So it is going to be Manning to take the corner. Can Saints get themselves back in front here with Manning with a corner headed away? They can't that time. Still a chance. Walker-Peters. Manning with the cross. Stevens goes to the floor and they can't keep it in play via the hand of the goalkeeper. Hazard. Another corner. Stevens wants it, so too does Bednarek. Adams heads it in, and that's it, the goalkeeper's arms. Hazard. Driving run from Gibson. Walker-Peters, he's fouled, and it's the Southampton free kick. Foul from Mumba. Well, the season when Saints won to Plymouth and won 3-1 away. Here's Stuart Armstrong, though. Here's a chance, try to put in Shea Adams. That win at Home Park, but earlier in the season it was not all plain sailing for Saints. It was a 1-0 defeat at home at St Mary's Stadium that season. Through ball to Hardy. That should be Bazunus, is it? Is he fouled? Oh, he's given it the other way, and I think he's going to book Hardy here for the dive. He is. Yellow card for the goal scorer. Well, it was heart and mouth stuff for a second.
What do you think, chaps?
Here's Bednarek.
No? I'm just...
Here's Stuart Armstrong.
I can't be objected here.
Well, there's been a couple of big calls, hasn't there? And as far as the penalties are concerned so far today, here's Teller, who goes out to the left to Adozi. That's too far for Adozi. Didn't look like he got much of him, did it, Bazunu? Hardy falling to the floor. The referee quick to produce the yellow card. He was quick behind him, very close to him. Brought the yellow card out for the dive. And we've approached the hour mark here with a goal in this half for both sides. Away it comes. Walker-Peters. Aimed up towards Adams. Push on Charles, Adozie. Bednarek. Stayed composed. Adam Armstrong. Adozie. It's got Shea Adams in the middle. Adozie back to Adam Armstrong. Twists and turns. Up to the edge of the box, and it clips the top of the bar from Stuart Armstrong. Great effort from the Scotland international. And Plymouth are going to make their first substitution of the afternoon. It's Wright who's coming on for them. And it's Cundall who's going off. I think he's had a good game for Plymouth. Luke Cundall. And Callum Wright, who spent last season on loan at Blackpool. Moved to Plymouth though in January from Leicester. And he can make things happen in midfield for them as well. Cundall off, Wright is on, half an hour to play. Out from Scar. Now here's Whittaker. To Kessler Hayden. To Mumba. To Houghton. Again, Wright. Off the head of Hardy. Walker Peters gets it away. From Edwards' shot originally from Plymouth. It's got a lot livelier second half. A goal from each side. An interesting fact for you, they were once playing so often, these two. They once met 4 times in 1 year, all in the league, when they met in January, February one season, and then November, December later on in the year. Nothing to separate the two so far. Bazunu. They'd be disappointed, Ross Martin, because of the way that his side came out so well in the second half and really took the game to Plymouth, rewarded with the goal, and then for Plymouth to go down the other end less than 90 seconds later. And that's where we stand at the moment. Right. Stuart Armstrong. Sliding challenge. Here's Gibson to Mumba. Teller makes the foul. We're just going to have a word with him on this occasion. Saints in action next weekend. Live coverage on Saints Play to every country outside the UK and Ireland. At home to Queen's Park Rangers at 3 p.m. kickoff next Saturday. And a word for the under-21s last night. Was there for that one. Walker Peters, live coverage when Dominic Ballard scored a hat-trick last night. And Tyler Dibbling on the score sheet as well as Saints beat Villa 4-2. Adozie beats Edwards like he's not there. Adozie crosses it in. He's not going to find Adam Armstrong. Stevens. And a reminder that the women start their championship season in 8 days' time, next Sunday at Lewes, 4 p.m. kickoff. We'll have audio commentary. Here's Adam Armstrong. Adozie, he's making things happen here in the second half. Adozie, can he make things happen here? He might make things happen here. He can't. It's a corner. But a number of these corners second half now, Southampton, as we go nearly halfway inside the second half. Stuart Armstrong, and it went over Stevens' head and couldn't find Adams. Kessler-Hayden, Walker-Peters. Walker-Peters wins the free kick and he's brought down for Mazaz. Well, they're drawing out a few, trying to get some of those free kicks, and the likes of Adozie and Walker-Peters can win so many free kicks for Saints. Could be a left footer here potentially for Manning. It is going to be a left footer from him. Headed high into the air, and the goalkeeper is fouled. From Adams, I think they knew that pretty much straight away, to be honest. All to play for, second half. Lovely play there from Kessler-Hayden, inside of the foot. Bednarek puts Tello away down the right. He's not going to keep it in play. Gibson out left. Scar. Under pressure here, or nearly. Adozie and Adam Armstrong near it. Teller with the challenge. Adams. Adam Armstrong makes the run, and it was a beautiful ball. Just a tad too heavy. So close. Well, that was a great ball, and I saw that ball right across the face of goal earlier from Manning, which was a perfect pass. Southampton getting close, but as it is, nothing in it so far scoreline wise. And it's Kessler-Hayden, who missed out with injury in their last game last weekend against Watford, who's receiving treatment. Plymouth, who started their season with a 3-1 win at home to Huddersfield. Mumba and Hardy scored 2 goals, or a goal each, in the second half within 4 minutes. And Wayne scored twice as they beat Leyton Orient 2-0 in the League Cup at home. And that was followed up by a really decent goalless draw at Watford last weekend. Nathan Teller giving Southampton the lead within the first 4 minutes of the second half, being pegged back less than 90 seconds later from Hardy's finish. Significant amount of stoppage then to be added on here with this at the moment. Given Russell Martin a chance to regroup and give them a bit of a halfway through the second half team talk. And I think that's going to be the end of his afternoon as well. It is. Kessler-Hayden comes off. And it is Mikael Miller, the forward, who's coming on, the man who's played for Hamilton Academicals at Fleetwood last season. He's moved up a level to the Championship. Known from comes on. Miller comes on. Sorry, Rotherham, I should say he was at, Mikael Miller. Long ball forward, off the head there of Stevens. And now here's Manning. Gibson. Miller straight in to the action with the ball now. As he tried to put Hardy away, he's not going to put Hardy away. It's Bednarek instead, so Stuart Armstrong. Chance here for Wright to get Plymouth forward. Adozie. Mumba to Hardy, away from Charles. Given away from Houghton. Charles to Adams. Here's Adozie. Can he find Adam Armstrong? He can. Adam Armstrong here. Can he beat him for pace? Adam Armstrong. He might go all the way. He's got Adozie in the middle. Just got away from him. As they move through the gears. Great play from Adam Armstrong to get himself to that position from where he was. Just looking to set up Adozie for the tap-in. Couldn't quite find him. Gibson. There he is, not stops all afternoon. Adam Armstrong. Adozie to Manning. Oh, that's a shame. Queuing up, just got away from him. Here's Miller back again to Gibson. So 25 points for Southampton last season, at the moment heading for 5 from 3, but there's a long, long way to go in this game. Here's Gibson. This could be risky. And it was risky. And Saints win the throw as a result. Adozie is going to leave it for Manning. Stevens to Bednarek. Adams goes deep. Stuart Armstrong. Still Stuart Armstrong. Nearly in there. Very, very nearly. Mumba. Up to Miller. Gibson to Scar out wide. Foul from Manning. Free kick to Plymouth. The wonder kid, Amoa Mayo, still only 16, is coming on for Southampton. We see him make an impact every time he comes off the bench, whether that was in pre-season. Remember him performing so well against Alkmaar and Bournemouth. Came on and made an impact against Norwich last week, and he's coming on for a Dozy. Another player worked himself into the ground this afternoon, Sam Dozy. And the fellow Sam Amorameo is the man coming on, or the boy coming on really, at 16. Always excites you every time he's got the ball. Feel like he's going to make something happen. Can he do that this afternoon? 15 to play. Here's Scar. Mumba. Hardy. Oh, just gets away that time, fortunately for Saints, from Azaz. Mumba to Stevens. Teller's gone down the other side now, with Amorameo on the right, wins the throw. Manning. Bednarek, Stuart Armstrong, Adams. Good challenge from Adams. Teller keeps it in play. Here's Shea Charles. Out to Teller. And Teller, again, is good defending. Just couldn't quite get it past Edwards. He's going to have another go. Stuart Armstrong. To Charles. Stevens to Walker-Peters. Amorameo with his first touch. Charles. Goal kick. Plymouth next in action away at Birmingham. Then they've got Crystal Palace at home in the League Cup. Saints have got QPR at home. And a nice long trip to Sunderland. That's also a 12:30 kick-off in a couple of weeks' time. Adam Armstrong forces the goalkeeper to kick it out. And despite the best efforts from Mumba, it is going to be a throw from Hazard's clearance. Here's Bednarek. Now it's finally been popped to that green balloon. It just seems to have been across the surface for about 10 minutes. But there you go, referee decides to pop it eventually. Here's Charles. It's a good ball, Amorameo. Now, here he comes. Amorameo tries to curl it. Back to Adam Armstrong. Blocked again. The home side defending well, to be fair. Walker-Peters, Amorameo. Amorameo just looking to find space, which he does brilliantly. Here's Teller again. Trying to put Manning away. Adam Armstrong. Out to Manning. Back again to Teller. Chipped it in. Adams at the head of the flags up. And I think Shea Adams knew it. Otherwise, that would have been heading home. So 3 Plymouth players are coming on. So the goal scorer's coming off. Hardy's getting a standing ovation from the home supporters. And the man who scored 2 goals against Leyton Orient in the League Cup is coming on for him, Ben Waine, the New Zealand international who arrived from Wellington Phoenix in January. Adam Randall is coming on for Finn Azaz. And Lewis Warrington's also coming on. So ringing the changes now. Try and make an impact. So I think good for Saints that Hardy's come off, but bad news is that the man who replaces him is pretty decent as well. Now, Stevens should get there, he does. Bazunu clears. Adams to Stuart Armstrong. Amoa Mayor once more. Stuart Armstrong, Walker Peters, Charles, out to Teller. Manning. Bednarek to Walker Peters. Adams makes the run for him. Walker Peters still has it. Charles. Stevens. And Charles wins a free kick. Referee pulls it back, saying it's taken too quickly and in the wrong position. Can Saints find that winner? Bednarek back to Stevens. Mayor beats Mumba. An intelligent pass. Adams to Amoa Mayor. Walker Peters with the 1-2. Walker Peters with the cross. Adams heads up. And that's going to go out for a goal kick. The ball just sticks to Amoa Mayor though, doesn't it? Nobody can ever get the ball off him, no matter where he's running. Joe Oribo is coming on for Southampton. Former Glasgow Rangers man on for Stuart Armstrong. Those 2 goals for Oribo last season. That one coming against Everton at home on the 1st of October. Can he play a part in a goal for Southampton in the final 8 minutes of this game, plus a lot of stoppage to come? Here's Miller. Straight at Stevens. Stevens to Teller to the... It's away from him. Teller wins it back, and Teller wins it in a dangerous position for Southampton. So again, the question remains, who is going to take this with Stuart Armstrong having come off, Alcaraz injured, Ward-Prowse gone, and Smallbone injured. I think Adam Armstrong might fancy this one. Six and a half minutes left, and great tenacity in the first place from Nathan Teller to win the ball back. And he's hurt himself in the process. Well, you wouldn't bet on Adam Armstrong not finding the back of the net here if he does fancy this one. He's clutching the ball at the moment. 16,392 is the attendance. It was about this time, 15 days ago, when Che Adams came up with a winner against Sheffield Wednesday. And it came after a second half equaliser from Sheffield Wednesday. Plymouth have equalised here in the second half. Can history repeat itself this afternoon? The anticipation builds. It's going to be Manning or Adam Armstrong. Can we have some drama here in the 85th minute at Home Park? It's Adam Armstrong, and we so nearly had drama. With 5 minutes to go, it was a pinpoint free kick. Tried to find the top corner. It was a great save from Hazard. Straight away, Southampton have got a corner as a result. In from Manning, headed into an area. It bobbles around and just couldn't find what was needed there from Che Adams. It just fell to him so quickly. What a moment that would have been had that found the top corner. That free kick. What a hit. There's Miller. Adam Armstrong on the chase. Cleared from Hazard. Bednarek to Aribo. Charles, good, does well, not once but twice with the challenge. Starting challenge on Bednarek. Walker Peters wins the throw. Three minutes to go. The noise cranks up here in Devon for this lunchtime kickoff. Moa Mayo is going to do well to keep it in play. He's not going to. Nice play, Adam Armstrong back to Manning. Manning with the cross. Oh, and it's going to try and aim up towards Adams with the volley. Behind for another corner. Miller heads it behind. So, Moa Mayo to take this corner. 2 minutes on the clock. Goes short this time. Back towards Manning. Aribo back to Bazunu. It's getting nervy here. Up to Walker Peters. Brings it down beautifully. Adams in the middle. Too far for Adams. Stevens is in there as well at the moment. Here's Teller. And Teller. Not that time. Scored so many goals for Burnley, cutting inside and going for goal, but I think that might be the end of his afternoon because he's struggling now with that injury earlier when he won the ball back and was fouled on the edge of the box. And now he's going to receive some treatment here at Plymouth. And I think it's going to be Siko Mara is going to come on in his place. This is far from over yet, though, because we're going to have all of this added on for stoppage. It is Mara that's going to come on eventually when Teller does come off. So we only saw 2 minutes in the first half as far as stoppage time is concerned. And what are we going to get now? The Frenchman coming on, who got that goal, Mara, against Manchester City at the end of last season. Can he build on that this afternoon? And we're going to have 9 minutes. So plenty of time. Loads of time for something dramatic to happen here. Strap yourselves in. Especially the way this game's going. It is open. Southampton have had by far the better of it last 20 minutes. But this time there's the foul. Stevens brings him down. Going to go into the book. Nervy times now with this free kick for the home side. It is going to be Adam Randell, the substitute, to take this free kick. Wright is one of those in the box. Headed back, and Moa Mayo wins the header. And Siko Mara is just going to get that out of play, but it is a throw to Plymouth. Infield from Lewis Warrington. Switched out wide. It's a great ball. They look to take advantage here, and it's off the post that time from Whittaker's shot. And Saints survive. Here's Bednarek. Rebo to Stevens. Well, there was a stoppage time goal last week against Norwich, and there was nearly another one when Alcaraz's shot just whistled past the post. Plymouth came close there with that going off the outside of the post. Bednarek. Shea Adams. To Siko Mara. Walker Peters. Moa Mayo. And another corner for Southampton. So, this was about the time when they won that penalty against Norwich last weekend with a penalty. Can they take advantage now, Southampton? Manning swings it in. It's high. And Adam Armstrong with the header. And it's tapped in from Shea Adams. Shea Adams is at it again. 3 and 3 for him. What a time to do it. Dramatic scenes at home park. Southampton might just have won it. It's the man who scored a late winner against Sheffield Wednesday on the first game of the season. And he might have got a late winner here. It's 2-1 to Southampton. Well, I don't think he quite knew or believed just how much time he had there. It was Armstrong who did well to force the block for Adams to then just tap it home. Some of the Saints fans running down the steps. Absolute jubilation. He got goals, so many of them at Birmingham in the Championship with more than 20 goals, and at this level he cannot stop scoring. Adams getting on the score sheet again. And again, that goal he scored. 2 brilliant finishes against Norwich and against Sheffield Wednesday. This one was slightly more straightforward, but he was there. Right place, right time, as Saints got everyone forward. And now Saints have got to make sure they don't do what they did earlier in the second half and concede straight away. Focus needed. Still 3 minutes left. It's in from Whittaker, and a good header away. To Mara. Mara's not going to keep it in. Had a couple of fouls though in injury time, so we might be heading more towards 10. Might still be 4 minutes left for Plymouth to try and get an equaliser. There's Manning. What a moment. Here on Saints Play. We've had drama, late drama, every game so far in the league for Southampton, and it's not stopped here either. Just hope there's no more, really, and Saints can get the job done. Here's Seko Mara. Switches it out wide to Amoa Mayo. Amoa Mayo. Charles, Bednarek, Aribo. Aribo, Walker-Peters. Adam Armstrong. And he'll do the sensible thing. And they've got to try and do what they did on that opening day, just keep possession. Mara gives it away, where they just did not give them any time. I mean, Plymouth is a different kettle of fish, really. They are better at winning the ball back and keeping it themselves. But there's Walker-Peters. Adam Armstrong, final minute of stoppage time. Here is Mara, who's going to have a go to try and seal the victory. He's not going to do it that time. All the goals coming in the second half. There's Seko Mara. One last chance for Southampton to defend. Forward comes Adam Randell for Plymouth Argyle. The deep ball in, that should be Bazunu's, just gets enough on it. One last chance for Argyle, swung in for Miller and headed into an area. Aribo clears. And the through ball, this is dangerous. Adam Armstrong, good defending, just gets enough on it to stop Plymouth what would have been a certain goal. The goalkeeper's up. And Whittaker will take. This really will be the last chance. In from Whittaker. Bazunu punches it away. Mara gets enough on it. Still no whistle. Deep ball in, that should be Bazunu's again. He gets enough on it. That should be Southampton's. It isn't yet. He's going to play more time. Another deep ball in, that is too deep. And that's it, they've done it! How good does that feel? Southampton have won by 2-1. Shay Adams with the winner. Southampton have pulled it out the bag. A professional second half performance in the end, and had the vast majority of play in the second half, and they've been rewarded with 3 points. 7 points from 3 games. A very good start for Southampton indeed. And just like the last time they came here, when Saints all but sealed promotion to the Championship, Southampton supporters have had another wonderful afternoon here, and it was thanks to an injury time goal from Shay Adams. Full time, Plymouth 1, Southampton 2. Thank you very much for watching here on Saints Play. We'll be back next weekend. Every country outside the UK and Ireland will have live stream on the TV, online, next Saturday. Saints Play, southamptonfc.com. Southampton at home to Queen's Park Rangers. And that is going to feel good. And it's going to be a nice journey home now for Southampton players, supporters, and everyone associated with the club. Thank you very much for watching. Full time, Plymouth Argyle 1, Southampton 2.